Hey everyone, welcome to a new lesson. Today we are going to give you some tips for workflow and time management, which will really improve how you create videos and how you feel about creating videos, because I know how hard it is to stay up to date, to stay relevant, to keep posting videos every week, which you should be doing as a YouTube creator to make sure your audience is engaged with your channel. And so here are some tips to help you be more efficient and manage your time better. So first, we're going to go over some production tips. The first thing that I recommend is keep your setup ready. For a long time, I was hauling out my lighting kit, my camera, all of my equipment every single time I was going to shoot a video. But that got really old really fast. And so when I moved into my new place, I made sure that in my office setup, I kept up my lights, I kept up my microphone, and I have my USB webcam ready to go. Now, a lot of you might not have that convenience of being able to keep up your lights, or you don't have an office ready to shoot in, but whatever you can do to make sure that it's easy to just go into the room, shoot, it will make sure that you are having more fun creating your videos because you don't have to deal with having to set up the lights every time, and it will help you to create more and more videos quicker. The second is to batch produce your videos. When I'm creating YouTube videos, I try to shoot as many as possible in one period of time. It doesn't make sense to record a video once per week when I could record 4 videos in one day and have a weekly video for the entire month. So please try to batch produce your videos on one day per month or one day per week. The next thing is using snaps. So I'm going to give you a demonstration of what I do when I mess up on a clip. I snap. So you hear those 3 snaps. When I'm editing my video, I see those snaps in the waveform of the audio track, and I hear those snaps when I'm editing, and I know that means something. And it helps me speed up my editing process because 3 snaps for me means that this take was good. Obviously, I mess up a lot when I'm recording YouTube videos and online courses, and so having those snaps in there allows me to hone in on that section of the video when I'm editing, and it really speeds up the workflow. So while this is a post-production tip in terms of editing, you have to make sure that you're snapping while you are shooting. So set up your snaps however you want. You can snap when you have a bad take or in between takes or when you have a good take. Just do something during the production side so that when you're editing, it makes you more efficient. The next thing is post-production tips. So again, batch edit. It doesn't make sense to sit down for an hour or so every week to edit a video or more, because usually it takes a lot more time to do that. It makes sense to do batch process as many as possible so you're in the zone, you're fluid, you're using the tools, and you don't have to get back into it every day or every week or so. So again, shoot and batch edit your projects. Use templates. So when you're creating videos with your titles, your graphics, make sure you create templates so that you can easily create new graphics, or you just use the same graphics over and over so you don't have to worry about starting from scratch every time. I also suggest creating one project. It doesn't matter where you edit your videos. I use Adobe Premiere Pro, but in Adobe Premiere Pro, I have one YouTube project that I edit with. So all my YouTube videos go in there. I have all the assets I need, all the graphics, all the titles, everything else, all the music, so I don't have to start a new project every time. And then lastly, remember the snaps. So remember that you can snap during your production and signify that you did a good take, and it's easier to edit that way. Now let's talk about publishing tips and while you're on YouTube. Set up your default settings. We've gone over this, and we will go over this even more about how you set up your default settings so that you all the time, whenever you upload a new video, your description has the right information, your tags include the ones that you need already, and everything else is set up so you don't have to start from scratch every time. Batch, upload, and schedule. So once you've batch recorded, batch edited your videos, upload them all at the same time and schedule them out every week or however often you want to publish your videos. And then lastly, respond to the commenters on the community page. So instead of going from video to video, go to the community page and respond to all of your comments on that page. It makes it a lot faster. So these are some workflow and time management tips. The only other thing I can say is find and schedule a time for you to work on your YouTube videos every week. When I sit down at the start of each day, I write down my goals for that day, and at the start of the week, I write down my week goals. It's important to have goals, and by writing down those goals, it does help people finish them. And I always set aside time to work on my YouTube videos. So you don't want to make it a thing where, you'll get to it if you get to it. You definitely want to include time in your schedule, whether you're working full time and you need to do it after work or on the weekends, or if you're doing this full time, please schedule some time to work on your YouTube videos and to check your YouTube channel. Now, I'm checking my YouTube channel almost every day for new comments, but if you don't want to do that, which I understand, schedule a time every week so that you know you're going to go onto your YouTube channel, check it out, see if there's any new comments, and interact with other YouTubers on the YouTube platform. Thank you so much for watching. I hope these tips help you out, and we'll see you in another tutorial.